Hi everybody, my name is Richard McMunn from the career guidance company howtobecome.com, and in this video I'm going to give you 7 brilliant customer service interview questions, and I'm also going to give you the answers too. So it's a fantastic video. Just a couple of points before we get going. There's me on the right hand side. A very warm welcome to this video. My aim is to make sure you pass your customer service interview. I've been helping literally thousands of people over the last 14 years to pass their interview, and I'm very confident you're going to find these questions, answers and tips really useful. So please do take notes, as this is going to help you. If you need to pause the video as you go through it or revisit it, then please feel free to do so. Please, I'd strongly recommend you watch the video from beginning to end, because I'm going to give you some really useful and important tips to help you beat the competition. So when you go to the interview, you are going to be better prepared than all the other candidates. I also have a free training video that I want to give you, so stick on the video from beginning to end and I'll tell you where you can get access to over 50 sample customer service interview questions and answers for free. And also, I'd very much appreciate it if you do like this video, is give it a thumbs up, and that will motivate me to do more videos. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel by clicking the red subscribe button below, and then you'll get an email as soon as I create more training videos. Okay, let's get straight into it. Question number 1. So customer service question number 1, describe what customer service means to you. So any job that you're going for, any customer service role, they are more than likely going to say to you, so what does customer service mean to you? This means that you've looked into customer service and you understand what it means and how important it is from a customer perspective. So here's my answer. Describe what customer service means to you. Customer service can literally make or break a business. Therefore, I fully understand how important it is for your business to not only flourish, but to stay at the top of its field. To me, customer service means 4 things. These 4 things are outstanding service, superior products, making the customer feel valued, and also rapid response times. So what do I mean by these? Well, outstanding service means as soon as a customer walks through the door, they are looked after until they leave. This does not mean putting undue pressure on them to make a purchase, but instead it means looking after them, listening to them if required, and assisting them through the buying process. Now, superior products means making sure the products we're selling are the best they can be, and also resolving any issues quickly if things do go wrong. Making the customer feel valued is not just about offering them the best prices or deals, it's also about paying attention to what they want, listening to their concerns, answering any questions, and also following up after the purchase has been made to make sure everything is as expected. Now, rapid response times means responding to queries or complaints as fast as possible. There are too many businesses out there who take too long to respond to customer queries or complaints, and this often ends up leading to negative reviews or comments. So overall, customer service to me is absolutely vital to making sure a business not only survives, but also thrives and stays ahead of the competition. Now, if a customer is valued and looked after, they will not only come back time and time again, but they will also tell their friends and family about their positive experience with your company. So that response, what I recommend you do is you take those 4 things and you just learn them. So if they say to you, describe what customer service means to you, just say, okay, 4 things: outstanding service, superior products, making the customer feel valued, and rapid response times. And then you can just elaborate on each of those. So like I say, if you need to go back to this video, pause it and take notes, please feel free to do so. Okay, before I come on to question number 2, and don't forget we've got 7 questions to get through. A really important tip. Now this is golden. This is really going to help you stand out above all of the competition. So get yourself a copy of the person specification or the job description for the role you're being interviewed for. So whatever customer service role you're applying for, there should be a person specification or job description. You can then predict the interview questions. What do I mean by this? Okay, this is an example customer service role person specification. So you'll see on the left here, it says skills and attributes, and then the I here means that it's going to be assessed at interview. And all of the ones, the person specs have this on them. So you can see here it says, for example, confidence, that you must have confidence to work alone and during busy periods. Now, if that's going to be assessed at interview, you're going to get asked the question, can you tell me a time when you had to work alone whilst under pressure? So make sure you've got a response ready for that. Another one here, an ability to work well within a team and support colleagues. Well, you're going to get asked the question at interview, can you tell me a situation where you had to carry out a task whilst working as part of a team? It's really simple. Next one, flexible approach to working hours. Can you give me an example when you have demonstrated flexible working within a customer service environment? So honestly, get yourself a copy of this because you will be able to predict the interview questions. Okay, customer service interview question number 2. Tell me about a time when you turned an unhappy customer into a happy one. Virtually a guaranteed question. Or it might be posed in this way. What's the best level of customer service you've ever witnessed? Okay, but this one is, tell me about a time when you turned an unhappy customer into a happy one. Here's my response. Okay, I was working as a customer service assistant in a well-known store. One day, a customer came storming over to the customer service desk, slammed down a box containing one of our products and began shouting quite loudly how unhappy he was. I immediately started listening to him intently without saying a word, with the intention of allowing him to vent off and effectively say how he felt. As soon as an opening appeared, I explained to him how sorry I was for the issues he had been experiencing and that I would put right the problem immediately. As soon as I said these things, he began to calm down. I explained to him that if it was me in his situation, I would feel exactly the same, and therefore I could fully appreciate his concerns. This had the further effect of making him feel valued and listened to. I then went on to explain to him that I could immediately replace the product he had bought, and I would just need a few minutes to go into our storeroom to find the replacement product. Before I went off, I asked him if I could get him a drink whilst he was waiting. Once I returned with a new product, I decided to open it in front of him to make sure the replacement was not damaged like the initial product he had received. Everything was fine and the customer appeared happy. I then decided to go the extra mile one step further, and I gave him a £20 credit voucher that could be redeemed against any other product in store. I told the customer I wanted to do this for him as he had had the trouble of having to spend time and fuel coming back into the store to get a replacement. I then apologised once more for the inconvenience, and he appeared more than happy with the resolution. Whenever I come across an upset, dissatisfied or angry customer, I always go that extra mile to resolve the problem, as I think it's really important to keep a customer for as long as possible. So that's a great response that you can use, you can tweak, you can change, you can amend. And by the way, what I'm going to do is tell you where you can get a copy of these slides. So you can copy and paste all of the questions and answers and use them to prepare for your own interview. Okay, question number 3, customer service question number 3. What are the top 3 qualities everyone who works in customer service must have to succeed? Great question. So what are the top 3 qualities? Or they might say, what are the qualities needed to work in customer service? Okay, here's my answer. Wow, that's a great question. I believe the top 3 qualities are commitment, patience, and effective communication skills. Now, commitment is essential as you need to be committed to the customer, committed to delivering outstanding service, and committed to working hard to improve and resolve problems as and when they occur, and also commitment to being a positive role model for the company. Now, patience is needed because working within a customer service role can be challenging, especially if you're dealing with a difficult or unhappy customer. Patience is also required because you have to continually look for ways to improve and develop the customer service experience. Now, effective communication skills are absolutely key when working within a customer service role. This means both listening and speaking. How and what you say to a customer, whether in person or via email, can have a significant impact on the customer service experience. You also have to be a great listener when working in a customer service role, and you also have to use appropriate body language when required. There are also many other qualities needed, such as having a caring nature, flexible, an ability to work under pressure, and also being open to continually improving and developing as a customer service representative. So another really strong response there for you to use for the customer service interview question. What are the top 3 qualities everyone who works in customer service must have to succeed? Okay, moving on. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you are so far, please, like I say, don't forget, give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. Question 4, what steps would you follow when dealing with a customer complaint? Now, most of us think we know how to deal with a complaint, but there is a set way to do it. okay? And this is it. I have had to deal with a few customer complaints in my career to date, and I believe I am very effective at it. The steps I would follow include: step one, I'd listen intently to the customer and their complaint. This involves using effective listening skills such as demonstrating empathy and nodding to show the customer I'm taking on board their comments and concerns. The next step, I would then apologise if the situation dictates the need to. So if we are in the wrong, I'll always express how sorry I am for the issue and that I will do my utmost to resolve the issue for them as soon as possible. Now, step three is about taking positive and immediate steps to resolve the issue whilst keeping the customer informed and updated on my progress. The next one, step four, once I've resolved the issue, I'd then check to see if they were happy with my resolution and what I had done. If they were not, I would then go the extra mile to resolve it. Now, step five, once the complaint had been resolved, I would apologise once again and then contact the customer a few days later to check that everything was still to their satisfaction. Finally, if the complaint was a result of an issue or an error within the business, I would take steps to rectify it so that it does not happen again. So again, another really strong response for you to use. Question 5. Tell me about a time when you had to work under pressure in a busy customer service environment. So what you have to do here when responding to this, and again, I can virtually guarantee you will get asked this question, is come up with a specific situation. And you can use a STAR technique when responding to this. And that is situation, tell them what the situation was, task, so ST, what was the task that had to be done? A for action, what action did you take? And then R for result, what was the result following your action? So it's situation, task, action, result. Here's my response. Tell me about a time when you had to work under pressure in a busy customer service environment. So one Saturday morning in the build up to Christmas, I received a phone call from my manager asking me if I'd come in at short notice to help out as the store had become unexpectedly busy. I immediately said yes and made my way to the store. Once I arrived there, I could not believe how busy it was. The store was absolutely packed. So I set to work straight away, serving and helping customers at the customer service desk. And at one point during the day, our card payment system began to play up and customer payments were taking longer to go through. This then resulted in the queues becoming increasingly longer. I decided to come up with an innovative way to reduce the customer waiting times and relieve some of the pressure on the team. I went along the queue and I asked all customers who wanted to pay by cash to follow me to a different checkout desk. This immediately halved the size of the queue and my manager thanked me for thinking on my feet and coming up with a resolution to the problem. Once the store had closed at the end of the day, we got together as a team to see if there was a way we could improve the payment system to prevent it from slowing up in the future. That meeting resulted in us making some improvements to the customer service experience within the store. Okay, so that's another great response. Now, what that demonstrates, if you look at the beginning, it says there one Saturday morning in the build-up, I received a phone call. I immediately said yes and went in. That shows flexibility. And then you're also working under pressure, but you're thinking on your feet and you're coming up with a resolution to the problem. So another great response for you to use. Question 6, why do you want to work in customer service? I mean, let's face it, customer service requires a certain talent and level of skill because you have to be patient and it's not easy working in a customer service role. So they're going to want to know, why do you want to work in it? Because they don't want people that just come along, they're there for the money, they want someone who's going to stay. So let's have a look at my response for you guys. Why do you want to work in customer service? I'm very much a people person who loves going out of their way to make people happy. I would not like to be sat in an office working behind a computer, and having already experienced a customer service role, it is one I very much want to work within. I thrive and feel happiest in an environment where delivering outstanding customer service is key. I understand that customer service work can be difficult at times, but I love the challenge this type of role presents, and I would not want to work in any other environment. I particularly enjoy it when the pressure's on to deliver great customer service. For example, when a customer is not happy and it's down to me to resolve their complaint, or if it isn't unexpectedly busy and the team has to work exceptionally hard to deliver great service. I am a conscientious, caring and flexible person who simply enjoys working with people, and I believe I can make a positive impact within this role. Question 7. What have you done to be a better customer service representative? So they want to see what you've done to improve yourself. And here's a great response to that. Don't forget, I'm going to be giving you a gift very soon, 50 free training videos, so stay on. Okay, I'm always looking for ways to improve from a professional perspective. To begin with, following the annual appraisals with my line manager, I will always reflect upon my work and performance and look for ways to improve. For example, following my last appraisal, I wanted to improve my written communication skills, so I embarked upon a 3-month distance learning course. If there is ever a quiet period at work, I always carry out some personal development by reading self-development books and reviewing my work performance from the previous week to make sure I'm continually improving and meeting my targets. Finally, to make sure I am a positive role model for the company, I will often revisit the company's customer service charter to make sure what I'm doing at work is in line with this important statement. Okay, 7 great responses to customer service interview questions. Now, if you click the link below the video, you can get more free training videos. I've created 50 interview training videos with sample questions, answers, some real insider tips and tricks on how to pass an interview and also the scoring criteria. So if you click the link below the video or just go to the website passmyinterview.com, like I say, the link's in the video and it'll also be tagged on the first comment below. You can get access to this free training course. Guys, really love teaching you to pass your interviews. I hope you like them. Give us a comment in the comment section below. Say hi. Let me know what you think of the video. Or if you'd like me to do any other videos for you, please do let me know. Thank you very much for watching. I genuinely wish you all the very best in your pursuit for passing your customer service interview.